But okay. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me put all this up real quick because I'm gonna need this for tomorrow. Ain't nobody rich. Ain't nobody rich. We need to save the stuff and put this in the refrigerator real quick. Once my head really get back in the game, I'll start making the coffee right, y'all. My head ain't in the game right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah. If you do your coffee like this, you can get your protein and you can get your coffee and you can lose some weight. Because remember, I used to be 400 pounds. Trust me, I know. Yeah, I got the sleeve, but they make you work for that sleeve. You got to do a lot of stuff before you even get the surgery. You got to show them that you really want it, you know? But I just want to address some stuff, okay? Since y'all screen recording, y'all out here telling the wrong stuff. And I don't like that. I get it. I put my business out there. But can y'all tell it right? So this is the crash out. They said I crashed out over a cupcake. That is not what I said. I didn't say I crashed out over a cupcake. And I never also, that is not his son. I never said that was his son. Never said that. That is his godson. That is the son that he had in a relationship with his ex-wife. And yes, he did cheat on me multiple times with the ex-wife before we got married. I get it. I should have walked away then. But I ain't gonna lie, I actually did walk away. So I found out that, I know I should start worrying with people saying, but they out here making it seem like I crashed out because he brought his real son and his real son was eating a cupcake. That's not what happened. He was playing on my top. How y'all young folks say it? He was playing on my top. I asked him to stay away. He came back doing laundry, smelling all fresh up in here, and eating my cupcakes and smiling. That I just went off. Like, what is it smelling all tidy fresh? And you know, now I don't even want to use Tide no more. Men don't understand the drama, the trauma that you put on a woman. And it messes her up. You done messed up cruising for me. You done messed up me wanting to use Tide. Now I gotta switch the game. Or maybe Arm & Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the facts right. Oh, and here's the other one. Somebody said he cheated with my best friend. I don't even have a best friend. I don't even have a best friend. And if you were listening to the live, because I did go back and look a little bit. It's kind of not all of it. I said I don't have nobody. I don't. I have new friends now. I have new friends now that I have just met in the past 3-4 years that I can see the friend that I'm talking to now. I can see her becoming my best friend. Clock that. She's a real one. I could see her becoming my best friend, the one I was on the phone with yesterday. I could see that. But I done left her in this house before with him and all that. Trustworthy. Now, the friend I'm talking about was a home girl that she followed me on social media for a long time. And she was like, girl, I just admire you. I love your life. Can we be friends? And here go my gullible ass. Yes, we could be friends. Why don't you come to my wedding? And I did leave her in my house for a weekend because she was going through a breakup with her dude, and he was here too. But if I can't trust them, what am I doing? I had to go do stuff. I think I had to get my nails or hair. I had to go run errands, and she was just like so depressed. She didn't want to get out there. I said, girl, stay right here. I was even nice. I made her some breakfast. I even made her, like, I'm the friend that give gifts. I even made her a little bag with like a little Patron shot, a little cup. Like, I made her a get well bag. You know what I'm saying? Like a get well bag. Oh, and let me address the lights. Everybody that helped me with the lights to get cut back on, thank you. That was unexpected. I'm not a bum. It was unexpected. Unexpected. Shit. Okay? I'm just saying. And another thing is my glasses. My glasses are thick. You're absolutely right. I have astigmatism. I'm a -7, baby. I cannot see. If I know if I'm gonna have to fight, I will take my glasses off because, baby, I already know. I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. My glasses thick and all that. Okay. The other one. Something is off about me. Duh. I've been told y'all something was off about me. I've been said that. The fuck? I mean, don't be. I'm just saying. Yeah, something's off about me. Imagine going through stuff since 12 years old, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Keep going. Something to be off about you too, man. I done been great multiple times. I lost all this weight, but I still feel like a BBW, which no shade, no tea to the BBW, because I love me some BBWs. But I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I have noticed that I need to stop hanging with people who don't love themselves, because by them not loving themselves, they like, you don't want to take my pictures right. You're not a real friend. Like one girl, y'all came to her and she put a whole rundown on why we don't talk no more. You supposed to be my friend. What you sitting here telling other people why we don't talk anymore and all that? Just like, now I'm like, see. Oh, when Bam cheated on her the first time, she cried on my shoulders. See, that's why I need to stop crying on them bitches' shoulders. Cause what you over here telling everybody that for? I never brought your name up. Yeah, they found you on my page, but I didn't tell them to go find you. I never did nothing to try to hurt you. So for you to intentionally try to hurt me is crazy. That's probably why we fell out. Maybe you low-key never liked my ass. And I'm starting to realize a lot of people never liked me. I started to realize I had a lot of fake people around me. That's what I'm realizing. Thank y'all. Y'all keep saying I'm pretty. Y'all keep saying I'm pretty. Say for the people that's not Team Keke, somebody give me something. Give me something and we're going to go with that. I don't know if you Team Keke or if you... Tell me what y'all think. But she was like, yeah, that girl told y'all. That girl told y'all multiple times. Team Buster, Team Imposter, Team Fool, Team Hawks, Team, that ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. Team Bums. I think I like the Team Bum one. Team Troll. There you go. I don't know if you're a Team Troll. I like that. I like that. Dusty. Fraud. But that's what they do. They troll. Team Cheetah. But I'm gonna finish. Let me get back. Y'all know I got ADHD. Let me start reading it. She said that girl needs to get off the internet. She been telling y'all that she been telling y'all she been content creating for 4 years and y'all ain't never heard her. Y'all only heard her when she crashed out. You only heard her when she crashed out. See, that's why I don't do the internet. Well, I mean, that's why y'all don't support our content creators, because it took for that girl to crash out for y'all to get her followers up. Let me tell you something. I don't know how to feel about that, but I'm gonna tell you this. It didn't have to happen overnight for me. I had no problem working another 4 years. I had no problem posting every day until y'all knew who I was. I had no problem with that. But God said, not right now. Let me get you where you're going so you can leave that situation and you can show them who you are. Let me get you where you're going so you can actually help some people. Let me get you where you're going so people can see who you are. Yeah, I'm turned, y'all. The coffee by what? Halfway done? That's what God said. So, no, I wasn't looking for a quick come up. No, I wasn't looking to just blow. Y'all see the work. Every day I was posting. No problem. I wasn't complaining about it. I was cool with it. I'm okay. Because I wasn't going to stop posting. So, hey, whatever. I just had a lot bit to drink that day. And I said, I'm finna go live, bitch. You know? That's what happened. And then when I was drinking, he had called me in the middle of it and told me that it was my fault. He said, because I think I did a post or a text or something. He was like, you know, you the problem. You always looking for clout. You always posting. You always doing this. And I was just like, this bitch always got something to say. All right. I like to post. I like to post too much. Live. That's what happened. And when I went on the live, I say, since he say I like to post too much, I apologize. I'm sorry. But I take that sorry back. I don't apologize. I don't apologize. I got tired of that complaining because it was confusing. Because when he met me, he was my follower for 2-3 years, y'all. Wait a minute. So that means he's seen me healing. Because I posted about my healing. That means he's seen me happy. Because he said your happiness and your content is what attracted me to you. He said that when we first met. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I don't make it my business to inbox. I don't make it my business to reply to a dude. This is how he got me. I was selling plates, y'all. I was selling plates. That's what happened. And he said, hey, I want to buy a plate. So I brought him a plate out, and of course I was like this, because I ain't gonna lie, this is how I dress. You know, no shame in my game. I did work hard for the body. I ain't gonna lie. So I brought it out to him, and he said, thank you. I said, no problem, walked away. Because I'm not giving no dudes, I'm getting money. Giving this money for this plate. It was a fish plate. I had fish. I showed him a fish plate, yams. I put an extra cornbread on there, and I was giving them a soda and a fork. You don't believe me? Go back and check. That was about 4 years ago. It was in 2020, the end of 2023. Okay, so I sold him the plate, and he hit me up on Snapchat because he didn't have my number. He only had my inbox. Damn, I'm starting to realize more stuff. He was on my Snapchat. He was on my Instagram. He was on my Facebook. He was on everything, but whatever. Okay, so he hit me up, and he's like, the food was good. I was like, thank you so much. And I was like, that's it, because I don't never give these dudes a chance. Bye, boo. And my birthday was like 2 weeks later. He's like, hey, since the food was so good, I want to let you know I'm a chef too. Can I cook you something? I'm like, wait, you a chef? I should have flag. I should have known, because if you a chef, why are you buying food from me? Dang, I'm just now realizing. Glow was right. Them flags was looking green. I was colorblind. Y'all know I'm blind, so dad, give me some credit. The glasses is thick, like y'all said, so give me some credit. I was blind. But anyway, so I said, yeah, I like seafood pasta. And he said, all right, I'm going to make you some. So I'm getting my nails done. Because like I said, I'm a baddie. I got my nails done faithfully. That's the longest I haven't had my nails done. My feet is done. But my nails not. So, okay. Yeah. Up to the nail shop. This another flag. I'm finna realize it right now. This another flag. He pulled up to the nail shop with some pasta. It wasn't one pan. And he knew I had the gastric sleeve. So why would you give me all this food anyway? Now that I think about it. He had 2 pans. Then he had 2 more pans of wings. Ranch style wings. And he had a pan of biscuits. I didn't ask for all that. Now that I'm thinking about it, you was trying to overcompensate me. You were trying to overcompensate me. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I was literally, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, that it kind of made me think, okay, he's a nice guy. You know, he just brought me all this food, and then my daddy. I told y'all I could eat all the food, and I'm my daddy's girl. I told y'all my daddy come over all the time and he put my curtains up. My daddy throw my trash. My daddy, he put gas in my car. My daddy basically do a lot for me. You know, that's why I don't understand why I'm so man crazy. That's kind of weird because I have a dad. But anyways, Maybe it's the issue with me and my mom. Maybe I have, because I do have mom issues. So I don't know. We'll figure that out when I go to therapy. But he said, so I was really nice. So part of me felt like I don't like using people, because I hate that. I don't like using people. So I had told him, he's like, can I take you on a date? You know, nope, let me stop, hold up. Fast forward, I was about to move, and this man offered to move me. This was in the middle of August. It was hot. He said, I can move you. Thank you for praying for me. I said, you sure you can move me? That's a lot of work, you know, because I was moving from a 1 to a 2. I was upgrading, y'all, in the same apartments, but I was upgrading. So, and I was doing TikTok. I was a content creator, of course. I always been that. And he girl, y'all, I'm talking about girl. I'm so used to talking to my girl. He pulled up in a U-Haul with his nephew, and he moved me. Now, while he moving me, y'all, I did have some booty shorts on. You know, I was trying to act, you know, but he never. That's what the universe gotta be saying. It gotta be saying. And whoever in this comment keep talking about she not leaving, I'm finna block you. Not me. Somebody about to block you, because leave me alone. I already done said before, the proof is in the pudding, and I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna give y'all my proof. So leave me alone with that. But anyways, I'm back to the stuff, because y'all know I'm the ADHD. You know I'm ADHD. So I tried to, when he was done moving me, I was like, can I get a hug? Because I felt appreciative. He had like he didn't want to hug me, y'all. I'm like, okay. He's a nice guy. He don't want to hug me, you know? Okay. So he's like, yeah, I'll give you a little hug. And then he gave me a side hug, you know, like he ain't really sweating it. You know, now I'm thinking about it. You know? I tried to pay him. He didn't want to take my money. I was like, you don't want to take my money? Okay. Okay. Well, can I give your nephew some money? He said, yeah, you can give him something. So I gave his nephew, because remember I told you his nephew came. So I gave his nephew some money. Fast forward, he said, hey, you ever been a Fogo de Chao? I said, actually, no, I never been in that restaurant. I was wanting to do that. Even though I got the gastric sleeve, I still want to go. I want to flip the car. I want to flip the car and bring me some meat, you know? Bring the meat. I flipped the car and they brought me that shit, you know? It took us about 2 hours because I was trying to sit down and relax, you know? And I said, okay, I'm gonna like him. Now, it should have been a flag, because he pulled up in a Charger. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking it's his Charger. And tell me why I found out later on that was his mama Charger. He had a truck with no AC. I done avoided all the flags, didn't I, y'all? Yep, that was his mama Charger. That was his mama Charger. I thought it was his. Yep. He took me on a date in his mama Charger. It was a 2-door Charger. I thought it was his. It was his mama's. Yep. Then after that, I had surgery. I had surgery, and because I had the breast and the stomach done, my eyes was watery. He pulled up, and that's how he accidentally met my family, because they was there changing my catheter, and he accidentally met my kids, and he brought me some eye drops. Now that I think about it, did he really accidentally? Or you just knew I was gonna need something, and you brought it while they was there, so you can meet them low key. And my little daughter ran up to him, and that's not like her. And when she ran up to him, I was like, dang, he must be a nice guy. Because she don't like nobody. She a Gemini. That little baby right there. Now, she's a sweetie pie. This is my 6-year-old. She'll hug everybody. But her, that Gemini, oh, she don't mess with nobody. But me. And my daddy. Because my daddy a Gemini. And my grandma. That's it. But I heard she ran up to him. That's what I heard. I don't know, because I was in surgery. And I'm like, she ran up to you? Dang. You know? Thank you. I was like, let me give this man a chance, because she don't mess with nobody. You know, she don't mess with nobody. So I'm like, you know what? And it was going from there, because he started to take care of me. My grandma and them had to go back to the house, because I'm like, y'all don't need to be, you know, the first 3 days after surgery, you need somebody, but after that, you really can manage, you know. He brought me a walker from his mama. His mama was nice too. They all suckered me. She gave me a walker. She brought me some gumbo because she be cooking. And I'm like, oh, I like this family, you know. They all love me. And I'm like, man, I'm thinking I had it. I'm thinking I had it. I'm thinking I had it. Man, y'all, he was in there changing catheters, pulling blood out for me, and can I say that? You know, he was doing all the good stuff. Yeah, we got married later on. Yeah, we did. But I guess you don't know that, but we definitely did. Yeah. So. It was up from there. I was with him every day ever since that. I let go everybody. I had a couple friends, of course, because I was dating. I let them go. And it was so crazy because the dudes that I let go, they knew I was such a good woman. They was rooting for me. You know? They weren't mad I let them go. They was like, yeah, Keke, you deserve this. I'm proud of you. Good luck. You got this. Like, I hope this the one for you. You know? Because I was still talking to my ex. All my exes. Because, you know, not the abusive ones. Just the ones that were decent, you know? That just probably cheated or whatever. As a Cancer, I'm going to be real with y'all. When we break up with somebody, once we're over you all the way, we can actually be friends. We can actually just be friends and that's it. You'll never get the cookie again. Only if I wanna, but we'll never like you again. We'll never really like you like that. But we could be friends. Like, you know. So y'all said no, I need to stop being friends with all their asses too. Well, I mean, I have the last years, but it's like